Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to dive right into a couple announcements because I want to there's a lot happening right now. And hi, Melissa. I'm so happy you're here. I want to make sure that we don't miss some really important things that are coming down the pipeline. Number one, we have the Diamond Bet happening that I got invited to be a part of with other top coaches in the Beachbody company. That means you have an opportunity for free to be mentored for 3 weeks on how to be in the top percent of our company in just 3 weeks. It doesn't matter if you're a brand new coach or if you've been around for a while or if you struggled, all of that, none of that matters. There's a $25 buy-in that's not going to anyone that's doing the trainings. That's not like a fee. That is going into the pot because those who build their business to diamond or star diamond, whatever your goal is, you're going to get a piece of that. We have hundreds of coaches in this mini mentorship contest, I'll say, and the opportunity for you to get a major kickback for growing your business on top of what you're going to earn for growing your business is epic. The last one I was a part of, I think I got a $375 payout. It was a $25 buy-in. So I think that it's a huge, like, super fun extra motivator. We all should be motivated on our own to grow our business, right? But it's really fun to do it with other people who are motivated, and there's like a fun, friendly competition. And you have the opportunity to learn from more than just me, from other people who've done it and hear their success stories and their tips and their lifestyle. And I'm just super honored and thankful that our team gets to be a part of it. So if you have not registered yet, and if you're not a part of the Bet on You Facebook group, please look in the announcement section of our leadership page so that you can click that link. You can make sure you read. There's one for those of you who've never been diamond before. There's a PayPal link for that. There's one for those of you who have reached diamond but have lost it and I want to build it back. And there's one for those of you who are going for a star diamond. So check that out. In that group, there's already been a calendar posted. Rachel, who's organizing it, is so on top of it. And every single training that's going to be in there is a live video, and it's maximum 10 to 15 minutes. That is it, which I love and appreciate so much. And it's all around exactly what you need to know to grow your business to diamond and beyond. And every single one will have one action item to do at the end. I had asked if that could be a thing because, like, at Summit, when we watched the videos, the two speakers who had us do things, like the writing the thing on the paper, to me, that was so, like, memorable and way more helpful than just information that was like my eyes got glazed over. So I highly, highly encourage you to be a part of that. These kind of pushes have helped me grow my business so many different times. So I highly recommend being part of that. I also wanted to make sure that you guys saw that the stuff about the mixed fitness bike that's going out. September is the month that these are going out, and I put all the pricing in our leadership page as well. It's only $200 more to get the full gym, where you're going to have the matching dumbbell set, the foam roller, and the kettlebell, which I think is really cool. And they have a payment plan, which is also awesome. And in September, it's $300 off and free shipping. So that's huge. Remember, this is 100% a tax write-off. This is for your business, which is really cool too, right? And so as you learn that, teach that to other people as you're learning the coaching side of the business too. Everyone's going to want one of these bikes. Peloton went crazy. Our bikes are way cheaper and better. And we have the other side of Beachbody On Demand Fitness on the screens as well. So it's totally innovative. This, like, people are begging to be a part of this business opportunity. So make sure they know to come to you for that. Even if they just want to refer people to buy the bike, that's still awesome. They're still going to grow an income and help people, and you're gonna earn residual bonuses off of that as well. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna dive straight in. So the topic for today is how to earn Success Club at the end of the month, even if you're at zero. Let me tell you, I know Melissa's on here too. There have been so many times I personally or coaches that I work with have been at Success Club 0 or Success Club 2 at the end of the month. Like we're talking the last day or two of the month, and they pulled off a Success Club 10. I've done it within 4 hours. I went from 0 to 10 in 4 hours before. And then I've also seen people who've given up and they've just written the month off. And so, number one, it's up to you what you do. It's up to you where your mindset is. I'm going to share my screen really quick because I have this epic checklist that I'm going to share with you. The only reason I didn't share it first is because, or share it in our page first, was because I was dealing with screaming children right up until this call. So I didn't have time. But I think this is going to be really helpful. Hold on 1 second. It's loading. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Is it big enough? Okay. Okay, so 10-step checklist to hit Success Club at the end of the month. Remember, this is some of these things apply to the whole month, but this is specific to things that work at the very, very end of the month. And the number one thing I'm going to tell you is not action. The number one thing I'm going to tell you is not tactical. The number one thing I'm going to tell you is your mindset shift. If you are either starting to think being more apathetic and making excuses where, well, it just wasn't my month. Well, I was really busy. And this is from a non-judgmental place, let me tell you, because I've been there. I've done it, which is why I'm telling you, red flag, be warned, don't fall into that trap because it is a trap. If you're starting to make excuses, stop. If you're starting to feel desperate, like, oh my gosh, I have to make this happen. What are people going to think? And you start to think in a lack mindset of, if I miss this, people aren't going to believe me. If I miss Success Club, I'm going to lose this. If I miss Success Club, this is what's going to happen. And getting down on yourself, that is also not productive. And that is more of a victim mindset. We do not celebrate victim mindsets in our team. We are overcomers and we are determined. And this is where we have to shift to, I'm going to do this, and you start getting excited. You may not know exactly how or where these people are going to come from, but if you shift to, I'm going to make this happen versus I'm going to try, I hope I do, I wish I was further along, that does not serve you in any way. So don't do that, okay? Tell people that you're going to do it. If you have an accountability partner in this business, tell them, I'm going to hit Success Club. You're going to hit Success Club. We're going to do this. Let's figure it out together. Tell your team, tell people on social media, I have this big goal that I'm pushing for. I'm struggling with belief a little bit. So I'm to keep myself accountable. I'm going to do it. And I'm telling you here first. You don't have to say what it is. Like, please don't go out there and say, I have a goal. Will you support me in my business? Because that's not about serving others, right? That's more like, this is about me. It's not about us. It is about them. And in serving people, we lift each other up and we grow our business. Okay, I'm going to ask you to answer this question because it's very important. What do these Success Club points mean to you? So for some people, it's about a confidence thing. When I hit Success Club, I feel confident in my ability to grow a business. And when I don't, my belief tanks. When I earn Success Club, I feel stronger in my leadership. When I feel stronger in my leadership, I'm able to more positively lead other people and shift their belief and show my team what's possible. When I earn Success Club points, that means every single one of those points reflects a life that I'm able to have a positive impact in, and fulfillment is really important to me. And so I feel accomplished or successful in that element. When I earn Success Club, I know when I hit Success Club 5 with these 5 deluxe challenge packs, and I'm earning $350 in commission plus a $100 fast start bonus because all those people were coaches, right? When you sign up 5 coaches within 5 weeks, you get a $100 bonus. So that'd be $450, not including team cycle bonuses that you're earning. What is that going to do for your family? Are you going to be able to go on a date night that you haven't gone on in a long time? Are you going to be able to take your kids out to a theme park or fishing or on a camping trip or How is that going to impact your life? This is really important. No one, I heard, I can't remember what coach, I think it was Julie Boris said, no one wakes up at 4 in the morning to hit Success Club. And you shouldn't. It's what it means to you and your life. It's what it does for you that makes the difference. Only you can answer this question accurately. Nobody else can. So know this and write it down. Okay, here's the second part of this exercise. And after I go over this, I want actually, let's take a second right now. Let's take 3 minutes. I want you to write down what Achieving Success Club, signing up 3 to 5 people at the end of this, by the end of this month, what that means to you. I'm going to mute myself so it's quiet. And then we're going to go to the next exercise really quick. Okay? Ready, go. After you guys write it down, if you want to write it in the chat or share with us, I think that would be really, really powerful. You don't have to, but I'm going to encourage you to. Does anyone want to share? Okay, let's start reading. Michaela, Success Club points to me mean that I'm having a come with me attitude instead of a look at me attitude. I love that. I feel like that's where I need the shift. That's so powerful. Melissa, Success Club for me is leading from the front, sharing this opportunity that can transform others' lives. The more people I help, the more likely I am to achieve my goals. When I help my team hit Success Club, it transfers confidence and they can duplicate success. Absolutely. For me, Success Club signifies a successful business financially and a sense of accomplishment that I actually accomplished something that's really important to me every single month, and fulfillment that I'm continuing to make a difference, that it's not just a 1 month thing or a one-time thing, but that just like any other business, I'm continuing to serve people. I'm continuing to put myself out there. I'm continuing to grow myself. I'm continuing to teach people, and then I'm not staying stagnant. Okay. So hopefully this exercise is helpful for you, and I think it's something that we need to continue to revisit. All right. Now that we have that down, I want you to keep this exercise in your back pocket to do later today if you can. But if you are feeling you're catching yourself in a lack mindset where I don't have a big enough network, I don't have big enough contacts, I don't have enough prospects, I don't know enough people, I want you to write down every single current prospect that you have, that anyone you've talked to at all about anything that you do, whether it's Shakeology or nutrition or your workouts. Write down every single person's name. You should have this in a notebook anyways, or on a spreadsheet or something. Write down how many Success Club points that they'll get you, which is 2 when they buy a challenge pack. Write down what challenge pack you'd recommend for them to get their best results. And then add up the Success Club points of all of those people. So if you're talking to 10 people and they all sign up by the end of the month, you would have 20 Success Club points, even if none of them have signed up. If you're talking to 20 people, that'd be 40 Success Club points. And all of a sudden, when you write that down and you see it on paper, your belief shifts from lack, I don't have enough, to abundance. Oh, this for sure can happen. I need to find my 5 people in this list of 20, right? And that is so important. And I'm going to spend most of the time on this because I've learned from my coach, mindset is your biggest barrier and your biggest weapon in this business to really make a huge impact. Okay, now we're going to go on a little bit of tactical things. Step number 2. I have 2 posts here, number 2 and number 3. You don't have to do them back to back or in the same day, depending on where you're at in the month. But you really want to, instead of taking your focus from how can I get people to sign up with me? How can I sell something? How can I serve people? So I want you to write a post today that is 100% adding value to people's lives. And I put a couple tips in here. And again, I will share. Let me actually share this with you guys really quick for anyone who wants to see it a little bit bigger. I'm going to share this link. I'll share the view link really quick in the chat. But we're going to take a couple minutes and we are going to go write a post on social media. In the chat is this checklist if you want to see that. Of free tips or free inspiration or free tutorials on how to have a healthy transformation in the midst of your ideal client's problem areas. Meaning, think of when you started or what you're struggling with right now. For me, my life is super chaotic and I have very little structure or stability because I'm in the middle of building a house and moving, and my husband's running a business and has fluctuating hours. My kids aren't in school or anything, so there's no structure. I'm trying to figure out how to run a business and take care of myself with just finding out I had a spinal injury, and so my life is crazy. So how can I serve another mom who's feeling exhausted, discouraged, like her life is crazy? Feel like she has a litter of children and no help. How can I help serve her? I'm going to talk about Shakeology. Because for me, that has added so much value to my life because it's quick and it's simple. I don't have to think about it. I have to take all these different pills. And what does it do for me? It gives me energy to keep up with my kids. It helps me personally feel more grounded and less agitated. And so, like, my stress resiliency is improved. It's convenient, so I can shake it on the go. How many moms don't have? Sometimes they skip meals all the time because they don't have time to make something. And so those are my solutions or my value that I'm adding people, and all I'm doing without any agenda, meaning I have no attachment to the end outcome. I genuinely just want to serve people. So maybe I'm going to pick one ingredient in Shakeology and I'm going to teach about it, or one formula. And I'm really quickly going to look up what ashwagandha does. And I'm going to look for a picture in my phone of me with my shake, or my kids, or just me and my kids, or me pulling my hair out that's speaking to this message, so that when a mom's scrolling on Instagram or on Facebook, she sees this picture and she resonates with it. And she's like, I want to hear what this mom has to say. So my first line is going to be like, I have a tip for all the stressed out, exhausted moms. This is what's helping me right now. And guess what? They're going to want to read that. And then I'm going to serve them with the information. And then that's going to establish trust. Does this make sense to you guys of how to serve people with your value that's specifically addressing a problem that you can speak to from your heart, that you don't have to like think about for a long time? This should be really simple. This could also be a quick video. Okay, we're going to take, what time is it? We're going to take 10 minutes. No, let's do 5, and then I'm going to reconnect with you guys. Let's do 5 minutes. I want you to work on this value post. Again, it could be an ingredient from Shakeology. It could be your workouts. It could be your meal plans. Maybe, like I know, Sab C, you just started Portion Fix and you love it. So maybe if you have any pictures of your food, that's your picture. And then you're going to talk about, okay, to all the working mamas out there, I have to tell you about this nutrition program that I'm using. And just share value and talk about it. And at the end, you can say, like, if I would love to help you, I would love to have you along this journey as I learn with me. You can absolutely have a call to action, but in your mind, you have no attachment to the end outcome. Okay? So 5 minutes, we're going to work on this. I'm going to mute myself. Feel free to put music on if you want. Okay, we're going to take 30 seconds. If you can wrap up your post, then we'll move on. Okay. If you did not finish your post, please save it in the drafts and you can go back to it. Does anyone have any questions about that? No? Okay.
Wait, I do really quick.
Okay, cool.
Do you think that you get more response when you add photos to your posts? Like instead,
Yeah.
and I thought so too, but like is it more helpful? Because like I noticed like when you do your posts and like Jamie, um, you're breaking them up like into almost like little paragraphs, you know what I mean? Like boom, 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 or like bullet points.
Mm-hmm.
With a post like this, do you think that that's just more helpful? Like it looks less intimidating to people when you do that? Or
So, two parts.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, Melissa.
I was just listening to what you were asking, and when you have bullet points like that, one thing I've seen and I plan on implementing is those carousels. So like you can create something on Canva where it's like what the purpose of the post is, and then the next slide is like the first 2 tips, and then the next slide is like the next 3 tips, and then the last slide, the next picture is like a wrap up high level overview, and then you have obviously still the context of the post in the post. But if you're on Instagram, I would try that, because I think it's from InstaHub, which Jess and I both are super big on. That's one of the things that Shalene and Brock preach. So I don't know if that's helpful.
You know what those
yeah.
are?
I don't know what Canva is, but we talked about InstaHub a little bit at Summit.
So Canva, if you go to canva.com, you can create a free account. And it's basically a super easy way to have, there's templates to create graphics, whether it's text graphics or if you go on, you'll see. That's what I use to create that's what I use to create this checklist. Like what you guys see, this is Canva.
Oh, okay.
In here. Yeah. And so the carousels are like a bunch of several different, like white background, usually, I mean, it doesn't have to be, where you put piece, like a paragraph or a few lines on one, and then they swipe to see the next lines, and they swipe to see the next lines.
Okay.
So those are like the graphics. So that's really good for Instagram. I would say, just for me, if people see huge paragraphs with a bunch of words together, a lot of people won't read it.
Mm.
So I do think that separating it is helpful. And I do think a picture is really important, because they're connecting that in their brain with you. Our brains process images better than words. And so if they're seeing your face, like your picture that you posted with your headband, like laying on the floor, that was super eye catching. A lot of people read that and responded to it. And I responded to it because I saw your picture and I wanted to see what you had to say, versus if you would have just put the text, I might not have read it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Does that help?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Okay, the next one, I want you guys to save to either do later or to do tomorrow, but this is another revisiting your story with urgency. So I highly recommend talking about your transformation. Whether or not you have a transformation picture, talk about your transformation. Why are you a coach? Why did you start? There was something that has transformed in you to make you want to be on this call. What has shifted in your life because of our company, because of our approach to health and fitness? What is different? How is it different? What problem is it solving? And then I put in here to, as you share how it's affected your life, be very specific that you want to lead 5 new friends to have the same kind of life transformation that you've experienced. Why is that important to you? Be direct in what you're inviting to. So say I'm starting a test group starting on Monday, and I want you to do this with me because it's really changed my life. I was struggling so much with insecurities, and I felt like I could never work out or take care of myself because life was so crazy. But I realized that was a lie I was telling myself, and I figured out how to do it. And if I was struggling with that, I know other moms are struggling with that. So I want to find 5 other mom friends who are looking to feel better, to look better, to feel more confident, have more energy, have more strength to play with their kids and chase their kids even after they get home from work. Again, use your own story, your own reasoning, and then tell them that the deadline to register is tomorrow or whatever it's going to be. The deadline to register is the 31st of July, and the first 5 people who join me will get this. And it could be anything. You could send them a $10 Amazon gift card. You could do a raffle for your favorite tactical leopard tumbler on Etsy. You could, anything that you want to do that brings you joy. And remember, you're getting 5 new people started. If you recommend that deluxe challenge pack for them, that's $350 in your pocket. So invest some of that into your business. Okay, number 4, get in your stories with value. These are some questions that you can do, the questions that you can answer in your stories. So we're going to do that really quick. We're going to take 5 minutes to go into our stories. What common nutritional challenges are you solving? So ask yourself first, I want you to do, we're going to do this. Hold on. I want everyone to open your Instagram stories. And I want you to go to create on your Instagram stories. Everybody see that? So it should be a typing background. And then I want you to say, I want to know how I can better serve you in your health journey or wellness journey, whatever you want to say. Okay, and then you're going to press done. You're going to swipe up. And I want you to click on the question. Everybody see that? Questions. And it pops up with ask me a question. And you're going to ask people, what nutrition challenges do you have right now? You're going to press done. And you're going to post that in your stories. Anyone have questions with that? What you're wanting to know from your audience is you want to get them asking you questions. That's the goal, because then you can speak specifically to what problems they're having. So some people are struggling with healthy recipes. Other people are struggling with meal prep. Other people are struggling with what to feed their family. So what you just did is setting you up for success over the next day or two, right? To have content to speak to. But I want you to ask yourself, what nutritional challenges are you struggling with? And then you're going to figure out the solution to your own problems, and you're going to teach about it. So in your stories right now, so you can either put in the chat, or if you don't want to put it in the chat or you can't, just think to yourself, what have I been struggling with? Okay, I've been struggling with having structure in my nutrition. I'm going to tell you that as my personal struggle. That's what I've been struggling with. And so I decided I want to teach everyone how to do portion fix again. I want to teach my team how to do that. As a coach, as a leader in this company, I want to know both 2B mindset and portion fix, and I want to be able to teach it. And so I'm going to go in my stories right now and I'm going to say, okay, confession, life's been insane and I have not been on point with my nutrition. I've had several visitors coming and going and I haven't been intentional with it, and that's okay. But I love this nutrition program that I have lifetime access to called Portion Fix. And for my clients this week in my group that I'm running, I'm helping walk them through how to know exactly how many portions of each food group that they need to be eating for optimal results. How awesome is that? Takes the guesswork out of everything. Is this something that you've struggled with? If so, let me know. And you're just going to talk about what nutritional challenge you're solving, okay? So we're going to do that right now in our Instagram stories. All right, 20 more seconds to wrap that up. You can also do a poll in your Instagram stories at the end, like for people to say, I need help, or I love this approach. People are intimidated to reach out to you. Make sure that you always know that, which is why we have to reach out to them. Okay. So again, throughout the day, go in and look at these questions and ask yourself, how am I adding value to people's lives? What challenges am I solving for them in their life? And what value do you get from our community, from our wellness hub? I love that. I was on the National Wake Up Call a few weeks ago that we have Beachbody On Demand is a wellness hub. It is a one-stop shop hub for all things nutrition and fitness and support. And that is so valuable. Okay. Now, here is what I love about this. I want you guys to see something. We have just added a value with our posts and we've added value in our stories. Now we're going to go add contacts because these new contacts we're adding are going to come look at our profile and we've just added value. And so they're going to see, oh, this is cool. This chick's awesome. I want to follow her for more tips in my health and wellness journey. So what I want you to do right now on Instagram is I want you to think of your, like the things in your core values of who you are. What is important to you? And that's may be a little different for everybody. So for me, my faith is something that's really important to me, something I resonate with people with really easily. The Second Amendment and concealed carry stuff is something that's very important to me and my family, something I talk about. Those accounts are the ones I'm going to go to right now. So I'm actually going to my home church's Instagram page. I want you to think about something that's really important to you. And I want you to find an account on Instagram quickly. And I want you to go to their page. So I'm opening up my church's page right now. I'm going to go to their followers, people who follow my church. So people who follow this account that you are looking at. And you're going to go through and it's just going to be a list of a ton of people. I'm going to follow, for me, I work mostly with women. So I'm going to follow women. I'm not even going to open up their profile. I'm just going to follow them if they look like they're not a serial killer, basically. I have high standards. Okay, so you're going to find 15 and no more. This is one of the reasons why I think I got shadow banned. So we're going to do that. This should take you a couple seconds and no more. Okay. You guys getting close to wrapping that up? Once you're done with that, you are going to go onto Facebook if you have a Facebook account. And you are going to add friends. So I want you to go to, if you're on your phone, you're going to open your Facebook. You're going to go to menu in the bottom right corner. You're going to click on friends and then click on suggestions. And this is another way where it's super fast and easy to just add friends of people who you think you can resonate with. So if you want to work with moms, if you speak to moms a lot, look for women whose profile picture is with their kids or with their husbands. You can obviously be more, like take more time doing this by looking at their profile first, making sure that they're not a Beachbody coach already. But for today, we are just going through and adding cool people. I love moms who are pregnant or moms who have babies. Just a couple more seconds here. Okay. Okay, that is it. So we have expanded our network in literally just a couple minutes. If you do this every day, it's really going to help. Next, we are going to, I want to walk through these with you guys really quick, and then we'll take the rest of the call to do some of them. Step number 6, this is the lowest hanging fruit, is to follow up with everybody. Hopefully you have a list of people that you've talked with. If you don't have a list yet, please make a list, because your business is going to suffer if you don't. and it's going to be so much easier if you do. All I use, I don't have it right now because I had to escape to my bedroom, but is a notebook, and I write people down in my notebook. And I just have one notebook for my ongoing list. I highlight them when they sign up, and I put the date next to them when I follow up again. I put little notes like what challenge pack I'd recommend for them. So following up with people, with everyone, like people who you've talked to even a year ago, is the best thing that you can do. It shows that you care. And when you follow up with them, you want to be really excited about what you're doing with an exclusive opportunity for them. You want to make them feel special and thought of. Everybody wants to be thought of. And so this is where you could use, hey, I know we've talked before. I know it wasn't a good time in the past. It didn't work out, but I wanted to let you know what's coming up because I think it could be really great for you. And because you're a good friend of mine, or because we've talked before, for the first 3 people who join this next group that I'm running, I am offering this. And again, it could be something so simple. It could be a sticker, right? It could be a pack of Energize. It could be a pack of cookies and cream meat. It could be anything, but making them feel special and a sense of urgency that the first 3 people who join this next group, or my first 3 clients, as I'm getting my business off the ground, as a thank you for supporting me, I am going to this. And it just makes people feel special and like they don't want to miss out. And so they're more likely to join you. These are just a couple things to think about of where to find your follow-ups if you don't have a list. Anyone who you've ever filled out a share cart for who's never purchased, you can go look in your share cart and look at that and send them another email. You can reset up their share cart with a new, like a 645 program, if you think that'd be a good fit for them, and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I think this would be an awesome new fit for you. It's a new program that just came out. Here's a new link. Look it over. Let me know what you think. Do you want to start with me on Monday? Look under anyone, if you use a Google form, anyone who's completed your Google form and has never purchased, you can look through your Facebook messages and your emails and type the word Shakeology or type the word workout, and make sure that those people were followed up with. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped conversations because life's been so crazy and I feel horrible. So sometimes those people, I'll follow up and be like, I am so sorry I dropped the ball here. I feel so bad. If you do still want to work together, this is what I'll do for you. And I'll like Venmo them $30 because I feel so bad. So this is super important, where you should spend the majority of your time these last couple days of the month. Okay. So that's really important. The next thing is to ask for referrals. So if you have current clients, current customers who are happy or in your challenge groups and they've had a good experience, ask them, hey, do you have any friends or family members who'd want to join this group that I'm starting on Monday? I would love to help support them. Or if they're coaches, if they have coach accounts, you can ask the same thing. Hey, you have a coach account. Do you have any friends or family members who'd want to join the group that I'm starting on Monday? If so, that you can add them to my group, but we can use you as their referring coach, and you would earn, $70 because of their referral. And that helps get them wins. And because in this business, you want your coaches to get wins. That's the end goal, is for more of your coaches to be successful in referring clients in, and then you build your residual income, right? And so that is just another great way to add in, to get new people that are not even on your radar. And then I want to spend the last of our time here with invites, because this is where most people don't do the work and get intimidated and they just ignore it. So step number 8 is to invite everyone who watches you. So everyone who's liked your posts on Instagram or Facebook for your last 5, I want you to go through and invite them all. Here's what's helpful to write up something that's from you that you can send pretty much to all of these people. Customize it if it's someone you know, obviously. But if you have an invite that you want to send people that's specific to what you're doing, you can send quite a few invites in a short amount of time. Does anyone need help with verbiage for what to say to someone who's liked your Instagram post or your Facebook post? Sabrina? Sabsi? Okay. So I'm trying to find here. I was going to put one.
I mean, I've done it before, but it's just like, you know how like if someone tells you that you're lying, but you're not lying and you're trying to explain yourself or to explain like how you're not lying, that it makes you sound like you're lying. That's how I feel when I'm trying to be like, I'm not trying to sound salesy, but I sound salesy and awkward, but I'm not being salesy and awkward. I'm being genuine. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm just like, ooh.
I think that when we start a conversation by thinking, I'm trying so hard not to sound salesy, we do sound that because we're focused on it. Instead of, so this is where we can flip that mindset around to, this is going to change this person's life. Period. Do I believe if people do these workouts and they drink the Shakeology and they follow the nutrition and they meet our awesome team, is it going to have a positive impact in their life? So let me ask you that. Do you think that?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, that's what you lead with. Whether or not they are ready for it, that's the mindset that you go into it with. Confident, because we know this will change their life if they do it. Instead of being afraid of what they might think, it's being confident in what they will experience when they do this. And then expect them in your head, expect them to say yes, expect them to work with you, and then be excited about how awesome it's going to be for them when they do. And that will come out rather than focusing on it's just like in baseball when you're like, if you're focusing at the plate and you're like, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, you're going to miss because you're focusing on the wrong thing. And so it's all psychological. And that I struggled with the same exact thing. So that'd be my best advice with that. Thanks, Michaela. Oh gosh, I'm getting a cramp in my hippie. So here's an example, Sabrina. I could go look. So on your last post that you just did, let me see. You have 139 people who liked on Instagram who liked your post that you did with your headband laying on the floor. That's 139 people you could send an invite to. And granted, one of them is my mom I see on here. So and you talked about, this is me. This is how hard life is, but you grow through what you go through, and how important it was for you to get up and move and sweating. You did your 30-minute workout. So 139 people liked that you showed up in the midst of life being hard and you still did a workout. Those are people to reach out to. And you say something very, again, from that place of, this is going to change your life. Thank you so much for liking my post the other day. I really appreciate it. You know, posting about my personal life is very new to me here on social, but I hope that I can inspire at least one person that, you know, that would be worth it to me. I'm starting this new, so what program are you, I forget, what program are you doing right now?
Right now I'm doing 21 Day Fix.
Okay, cool. And you're doing Portion Fix, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can tell them, I just started this new 21-day program. It's been a game changer for me. Is your nutrition and fitness something that you need help in at all? If so, I'd love to help you, or I'd love to do this with you. If not, no worries. Thank you so much for the support anyways. It's just something very simple like that and genuine that you would tell someone at the grocery store. Write something like that up. Feel free to text it to me if you want before, and then you go through and you send it to everybody. And you could do that in a short amount of time, and you have one post to work from that you will get answers from it. Okay. I know we have like 4 minutes left. So I want to cover these last couple of things. These are all options. Please don't feel like you have to cover everything, but these are all options if you do all these things, you will get 5 people to join you in the next couple of days. I promise you. So you guys all got that example of like how to invite, right? Reach out to past customers. So for those of you who've had an account for a while, you have had customers order from you and fall off and not reorder again. This is a great opportunity to reach back out to them. In your coach office, our coach office has so many awesome tools My computer's gonna be epically slow, so it's not gonna work. I'm not even gonna try. Okay, so when you open your coach office and you log in, go to monitor my account and then go to your customers. And you can send one email to all of your customers who have ever ordered from you. Make it a check-in. Make it here's a few recipes from the Beachbody On Demand blog. Also, Monday, I'm starting this epic test group or whatever you're inviting to. That's very important to have clarity on what you're inviting to. And I would love for you to do it with me. If you've fallen off, if this busy craziness of summer has really gotten to you and you're ready to get some real results, I'm ready to work with you. Text me at this number. I personally do that because it's easier for me to respond. You don't have to. Text me at this number if you want to get started. There's some really incredible specials this month with the new program. That's one simple way to email a ton of people. You can also go to subscriptions. There's a way to, I wish my computer wasn't so slow. If you have questions about this, let me know. There's a way to monitor your subscriptions and who has ordered from you, what the most recent ones are, and what the ones that are inactive are. And then if you've been a coach for a while, look at your recent Beachbody On Demand renewals. So if someone's renewed their annual Beachbody On Demand in the last 30 days, you can help them cancel that, get a refund for $99 and buy a challenge pack instead. And that will get you 2 Success Club points and that will get them way more for their money. You can also look at who's going to renew in the next 3 months and reach out to them and say, hey, I saw that your Beachbody On Demand is going to renew for $99 in the next few months. Would you rather upgrade with the challenge pack for $60 more? You will get a much bigger bang for your buck. Or some of them might want the deluxe. And it's a great way to check in with them. And then lastly, as a reminder, to always bring the joy. Focus on the gift that you're being, how you're serving people, how this is going to change their life, rather than being afraid of what they might think, being afraid of saying the wrong thing, being afraid of what might happen in the negative, because the likelihood is that you are so much more in the positive is going to happen. But if you let the negative get in your head, it's holding you back from being the gift that you are to your circle. I can't impact your circle. You have a circle for a reason. I have a circle for a reason. We're all called to serve our circles and bring the joy to those people. We all have been through tests and trials that are unique to us in life for a reason. And there's a specific group of people that we are called to serve with our stories, with our passions. But we have to put it out there in order to reach those people, you know? Okay. Any questions? It is the end of our call. I hope this was helpful. Everyone had to jump off. And it is us. Hi, cutie. He's so cute.